This is funny. I'm too many fucking thoughts. When I first set up this app, and keep in mind this is the fourth iteration, kind of. A bunch of my accounts have been destroyed, and some of them I've put on the fucking shelf until they died because I was being threatened that they were about to be destroyed. And this one was nearly destroyed the other day, but they reinstated it, and they took, you guys have probably heard me complain about it. I sell books and I use this for another account, and then TikTok incorrectly destroyed that account instead of this account. You guys have heard me say it probably. What I was going to say is the first account that I ever set up, a whole bunch of humans saw the posts when I first set it up, and then it quickly tapered off. And it's just been worse with every iteration that I've had to set up. Supposedly 57, 45, 60, maybe 118, maybe. I think it was the second or the third account I set up. One of those I had the most views I've ever had, and I think it was like 700 or 800, roughly. And it was only for the first 3 to 6 posts on and off, and then it quickly tapered off. I complain all the time because you and I are connected to the DARPA internet, which means we should be connected, but I am effectively disconnected in a number of ways. And I apologize if I'm saying the same shit over and over. Maybe I said a number of ways more than once. It felt like it. I'm tired. I'm not letting myself go to bed yet because I'm complaining. But here's something arbitrary having to do with fucking TikTok because it censors people. Where you can put a little description in there, you can see I have a Cash App in there. I can type, you're all a bunch of fucking retards, and I can leave that in there. And that's fine. But if I contact somebody and I say, hey, you're all a bunch of fucking retards, because they likely are, that will be censored, which means it's arbitrary, which is why you see at the very top, you got the bullshit that marginalizes us, as somebody pointed out a while back, and they're right about that. It's another way to marginalize us. You can put a little thought bubble up there. So he said, people are fucking slow. But I'm not being slapped on the wrist for doing that. But if I leave it in a comment section, or if I type it out on a post that I left on here, typically speaking, I will be challenged, and typically speaking, it will be removed from the fucking internet. Pretty fucking arbitrary. I've pointed out patterns. So on YouTube, you can, I don't know if I have one sitting in there right now. I don't think I do. Might be on the other account, is my point. In the title. And why is this relevant? Because arbitrary shit, not to mention censorship, shouldn't exist. Freedom of speech would exist if you and I were surrounded by adults doing the right fucking thing. So I can type the word fuck. I could say fuck, fuck, fuck in the title on here. And if I do that, it's going to not be shown to kids who are underage, which I don't frown on that. That does make sense to me, and it probably should have an age restriction because they don't need to be privy to shit like that. I don't frown on that. I don't. But if I were to separate the F from the UCK, kids can see that. In other words, this thing is wildly flawed, to say the very least. And that's just one of many discrepancies that is still alive and well on fucking YouTube. YouTube and another whole nother ball of wax. Every now and again, there's still sexual bullshit on here. And other really fucking horrible shit on here. And you figure in this day and age there wouldn't be, because supposedly they were cracking down on it. But some of that shit is still alive and well. And it's pretty fucked up. It's pretty fucked up. And this is just me picking on 2 fucking apps that I'm using at the moment. I mean, tonight in particular. I was rattling shit off and complaining and just trying to gauge whether or not people are actually seeing this. What I took the time and energy to rattle off. One person clicked like on the upper left. And it says that 2 people have popped into the profile. One I know in passing, or I should say at a distance. The other one popped in tonight. That's not a whole hell of a lot of traffic on here. It's questionable. But like I said, I am disconnected in many fucking ways. But as always, what the fuck do I know?